we are on air. Now I'm just working to get Amazon. Let's see now. Let's see. Let me see here. We are going to get started in just a moment. And I'm just going to get myself ready here on my other platform. We will be going over the quick cleanses today from the Dr. Clark store. Okay. I think we're ready. Oops, there we go. Okay. We're officially live on both platforms, and each week that I go live on the website through Live Me Up, I'm trying my best to get myself in the screen with the products. Products are more important. But I'm working with different platforms and different orientations here. So thank you so much for those of you watching, no matter where you're watching from or on what platform. I'm Nicolette. I am going to be your live host today. We're going to be going over some quick cleanses for those of you who have busy lifestyles. Maybe you're hardworking, working those full-time jobs. Maybe you have a full family, or just a family, I should say, or you're even single, but always kind of on the move, doing things, traveling. This is going to be the live stream for you, because we're going to talk about how to stay healthy while living a busy, active lifestyle, and what you can do with these protocols today, which are essentially going to be 4 different cleanses that I will be talking about. Though I did my best to also tag the original cleanses of each of these within this live stream. So while I will have the one displayed that I'm talking about, which will be one of these 4 quick cleanses, just know that if you look through the products I have in this live stream, there will be the full protocols of each of these, so that you can reference it, take a look at that full extended protocol, maybe decide if that's something you might want to explore as well instead or in the future to these cleanses. In that way, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you'll have that reference point with our original cleanses of each of these. Now, while I am mentioning that, I will say I'm not going to do a deep dive on each of those full protocols. Because, not today anyway, because we just did that actually in the past couple weeks. So if you want to catch those replays, you can on our Amazon. You can do so by going to the live streams tab on the Amazon browser. Or you can also go to our website. We have a live shopping section where you can catch our replays. And there you can see our deep dives. So that's a new feature. And that is also where you will be able to see everything, because things expire on social media. There's so much other noise on social media. Things can get lost. So this way, everything can still be in one spot on our store, drclarkstore.com. All right, I have been talking a lot in this intro. Let's get started. I wanted to give people a chance to jump in. For those of you who are, maybe you are someone who, like I was saying, works a lot, and you want to stay healthy. Maybe you're someone who's new to detoxing, cleanses, and protocols, like I myself was. Let me see if I can turn on this light real quick. That might help. One moment. Okay. Let's get a little more light in here. It's a little cloudy. Apologies. I think that helped. That did help. Okay, great. So, what we're going to be doing is just talking about each of the cleanses. And I'm going to be talking about them in the order of recommendation that you take them. So what we're going to be talking about first will be our quick digestive aid, which I am so happy to have this back on Amazon now. I was able to feature it in this live stream because in the past, I know that I've done live streams on our quick cleanses, at least on Amazon before, but haven't been able to tag this one, but now I can. So you can check that out. And this is going to be a 13-day regimen. The normal protocol is 17 days. So, and I have done the full protocol. It is definitely very nuanced. So it is requires a bit more attention to detail in your schedule, in your diet, things like that. Not to say that these don't, but you can be a bit more flexible. Like it's just a bit more flexible with those things, with your lifestyle, with your diet, your habits. Whereas you kind of want to cater to those full protocols if you're really going to commit the time, energy, money, etc., and get the most optimal, which you really should, ideally you want to be doing, with all of the cleanses you do, even these quick ones. But these are really more designed for an easier, I should say, integration into your already busy life. Okay, so this is going to enhance digestive function and it's going to help alleviate discomfort, right, in the bowel movements, abdomen, and it's going to help alleviate that discomfort in anything regarding the digestive system. So there are going to be some key ingredients in here. Essentially, think of if you have seen our previous live streams on the full digestive aid protocol, it has 5 ingredients. Well, this is going to contain a proprietary blend of that. So we got pain, pepsin, turmeric root powder in that blend, fennel seed powder in that blend as well. And we also have the betaine hydrochloride. And so if you're not familiar with some other of these kind of benefits of these ingredients, I should say, the betaine supports stomach acid levels. So that's really important for optimal digestion. All right. We also, this is going to be ideal for those experiencing like mild digestive issues or seeking more of a quick digestive reset. Like I said, if you have been experiencing like chronic issues, I would recommend the full protocol, the full digestive aid protocol, and perhaps depending on what kind of kind of bowel movements, but yeah, even abdomen, anything to do with the gut health and digestion issues. You might even consider the digestive aid and constipation full protocol, but this is going to be more for those of you who are looking for a quick reset, or maybe you're experiencing mild ones, or maybe you're coming off of a brief season of not really eating optimally, right? Maybe like a season of holidays or birthdays, or brief season of traveling, things like that. So you can think of this as more of a convenient version. Okay, as with all of these that I will be covering today. So that's just the brief breakdown of that. But again, I actually tagged in the Amazon Live the digestive aid protocol with the constipation kit and everything. But in the Live Me Up one, we have the standard digestive aid protocol. So I just wanted to note that. It's just that the digestive aid, I don't know why it didn't come up for me in my Amazon live stream. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes their system can be a little wonky with tagging products. So, but let's move on to the quick Parasite cleanse. Now, like I said, we are talking about this in the context of what order we recommend that you do these in, meaning want to first do this quick digestive aid for 13 days if you're doing that quick cleanse, and then you can move on to the quick Parasite cleanse, which is also going to be 13 days. So I also want to get Let me see if there's anything I wanted to. These all kind of, all right. Yeah, one thing I want to say is a lot of these are very similar in how you take them, but I'm going to just briefly say them because some of them are different. And it's not that long of a protocol, right? Because this is just one bottle. So going back to that Digestive Aid one real quick, the quick Digestive Aid, I just want to talk about what would that look like in terms of taking it each day for those 13 days. The first day, you'll take one capsule 3 times a day, and you'll want to take these capsules with a meal. Of course, we always recommend you talk to your healthcare professional, healthcare provider, like a doctor or a professional, if you are on any medications or you have any medical conditions. That way, you can get more of a tailored approach protocol for you. So you'll want to consider taking this, actually even beyond 13 days. You could actually take the quick digestive aid capsules on a regular basis with each meal for 3 to 4 months even. So that is something else that could be an option with this. Helps to maintain healthy levels of stomach acid, and according to some healthcare professionals, doing so may encourage your stomach to start producing adequate amounts of stomach acid by itself, which is really, really amazing. So like I said, it's really going to be great to do all 4 cleanses in order, starting with this Digestive Aid cleanse. Now let's move on to the Parasite cleanse as well. So let me bring up. So the Parasite cleanse is going to be that quick version of the Para cleanse, which I also have tagged here within this live stream. See here, make sure that is all right. We have these both on display now. So very similar to the Digestive Aid cleanse in the sense that it's going to be a proprietary blend. We actually have some ingredients in here that are from the Digestive Aid cleanse too. So I will read those in a second, all the ingredients in that proprietary blend within this. But first, I just want to kind of go over it a little bit in a brief summary of the purpose of this cleanse. So this will support the body's natural defenses against organisms and promotes systemic balance. So things like parasites, living organisms, and the key ingredients will include, of course, the black walnut hull, traditionally used to support intestinal health. Gone over that a lot. We create it in our tincture format and freeze-dried as well. And ours is green, and it is green in the tincture, which remains green up to 2 years after the manufacturing date, which is amazing. And it's great because you can also get it in that freeze-dried version if you can't have alcohol-based tinctures, so that is an option. This also will contain clove powder, which is a key ingredient of the Parasite cleanse, known for its natural cleansing properties and its ability to kill parasites, different life stages, and the wormwood herb supports a balanced intestinal environment, like healthy gut flora, balancing that and making sure it's thriving. So this is going to be ideal for individuals who are seeking a comprehensive approach to maintaining a healthy environment. If you have a family or pets, this is also going to be a great one for you because it will help really fight those parasites that come through the household and your environment, also often brought in by pets and children, but also we are just exposed to so much that all of us are very susceptible no matter what we do, no matter how much we try to avoid it. In fact, just doing this alone once isn't gonna, kick this for good, those parasites. But what I will say is it's going to be great in the sense that it'll have those benefits that also are from that Digestive Aid cleanse. So this will include turmeric root powder, green black walnut hull powder, like I mentioned, nutmeg seed powder, anise seed powder, fennel seed powder, cardamom seed powder, wormwood leaf powder, coriander seed powder, clove bud powder, and so this is kind of almost like a mix of the two in a way. All right, so let's see now. So the primary function of this one is it's going to be focusing on supporting the body's defense against parasites. So I know I mentioned that already, but I want to just put an emphasis on that. And it's ideal after you do it this one, so you can really just clear everything out, make sure everything is optimized, and you're clearing everything out through this, but you're setting yourself up with your digestion and your elimination channels with both of these as well. So you want to follow as directed, which is going to be really a bit different actually from this digestive aid. So this is why I have this pulled out. So you'll actually want to always take these capsules on an empty stomach 13 minutes before a meal, unlike this one, which would be with a meal. And you'll want to, for doses with more than one capsule, try to take each capsule one after the other, if that makes sense, just like all at the same time, right? So this will be actually 18 days, but note that during days 13 through 17, you won't be taking any capsules. So this one's going to be a little bit more nuanced, a little bit longer. This one is 13 days. This one's going to be 18 days, which is the same length as the Parasite cleanse itself. I'm sorry, the Para cleanse itself, the original cleanse. But day 1, you'll take 1 capsule. Day 2, you'll take 2 capsules. Day 3, you'll take 3 capsules. Day 4, you'll take 6 capsules. Day 5 through 6, 12 capsules. Day 7 through 12, 14 capsules. Day 13 to 17, no capsules, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. And then day 18, another day of those 14 capsules. And then it's ideal if you begin the once weekly maintenance program according to the chart below, which is once a week. You'll take 14 capsules. You'll take your first maintenance dose 7 days after completing the initial 18-day cleanse. And it's highly recommended that you continue that weekly maintenance program. I don't have it tagged today in this live stream. I should have. Apologies. But you'll want to do that for at least 4 weeks to really get the benefits of the Para cleanse. And you can even stay up for up to a year or even indefinitely to keep re-exposure to a minimum, because like I said, re-exposure does happen with these parasites and beyond. So you will need to purchase another quick Parasite cleanse to complete the maintenance program. Just be aware of that. And again, it'll be ideal to do this after the quick digestive aid one. But I know that's a lot of information. You will actually receive just a little card here with that protocol to follow for each of these, right? You'll get one for the kidney cleanse, Parasite cleanse, digestive aid cleanse, etc. Now, what I will say is if you have trouble swallowing capsules, especially a lot at once, this one might not be the one for you per se. I might actually recommend that you do just the original Dr. Clark store intestine one with the tincture, because it's going to be the capsule. It's the same amount of days, first of all, to 18 days. You will be taking a bit more capsules throughout the day on some days, but it'll be more spread out throughout the day with meals, before meals, things like that. I think most of them are before meals, actually. But I don't know. For me, taking 14 capsules at once is a lot. So just something to consider if that could be a lot for you too. All right. So just wanted to say that little just like caveat there, right? A lot of these I want to bring up because you want to think about your own habits, your own lifestyle, your own daily ways of being, because the best way that you can set yourself up for success, that's gonna lead to better results, right? And doing these cleanses most optimally to get the most benefits health wise and otherwise. So let's now see if there's anything else I wanted to say about this Parasite cleanse. I think I said a lot here. And I'm going to address some like common questions later too regarding these cleanses, so stay tuned till the end. All right. And I'll also do like a little summary at the end of each of these because I know it's kind of a lot of information here. We're going over 4 different products that are the concise versions, succinct versions of Dr. Clark's main cleanses. So now let's move on to the kidney cleanse because this would be third on the recommended to take. Now, I realize that on our website we might be out of stock with that, but you can still get this on Amazon. So currently, as I'm seeing here, it's not saying it's out of stock, and it allowed me to tag the product. So if you are watching on our website, just know if you can't get it there by the time you're watching this, or if you're currently watching this, it's out of stock. You can get so on Amazon and maybe even TikTok Shop too, by the way. Okay. So let's see. So we have the kidney cleanse here as the third cleanse in this for recommendation, like for cleanse recommendation. This would be the third one to take. Now, this will help support kidney function, of course, and promote natural detoxification processes because the purpose of your kidney is really to cleanse, filter out, and actually, there's a lot of great benefits to keeping the kidney clean, obviously, but because we're not really aware of just how impactful it is for our system due to how much it detoxifies our bodies and just gets everything out. So this is going to be helping support the kidney function and natural detoxification, of course, but through an herbal blend. So traditionally used to support kidney health. So let's take a look at that. So we have this blend, which is going to include many of the ingredients of the original cleanse, if not all, actually. So we have the gravel root powder, hydrangea root powder, marshmallow root powder. So that would be the same herbs that you'll find in the tea that you'll receive in that original cleanse if you opt in to do that full cleanse, which again, I do have that tagged here in this live stream. We also have ginger root powder, Yuba leaf powder, and parsley leaf powder. So all of those do come in their own capsules in the original protocol. And what's different too here is that, there's also going to be vitamin B6 within this, as well as magnesium from magnesium oxide. Now, it doesn't have the cherry. That is something that you'll get in the original cleanse. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have like that tart cherry, freeze-dried or liquid version. So but what I will say is that this will provide the essential nutrients for kidney function, and it's ideal for just those individuals looking to support their kidneys' natural cleansing abilities. Maybe you aren't someone who struggles with reoccurring issues with your kidneys or symptoms of kidney stones or things like that, but what you want is to still make sure everything is working well and optimally. This is going to be a great choice for you. So it's going to be great for anything related to the kidneys, including UTIs as well, or because the kidneys are linked to those urinary tract infections, unfortunately, as well. So yeast infections as well. So all of these things. Well, that's more candida. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I misspoke there, but this is. Going to also be a really simple protocol, similar to the Digestive Aid in terms of what it looks like day to day. So this is going to be another one where you take it on an empty stomach 13 minutes before a meal. And that first day, you'll take 1 capsule 3 times a day, and then the remainder of the cleanse, which is 13 days, just like the quick Digestive Aid one, same time, same amount of length. You'll be taking 3 capsules 3 times a day. Again, 13 minutes before a meal. So super simple to follow and remember. So you want to, after your initial cleanse, consider a seasonal kidney cleanse, being the full scope cleanse, which I actually have tagged here. I'll just put that on display real quick. That includes 2 bottles of the small cherries, tart cherry, and the full herbal blend for making that tea. And of course, each of those ingredients in their own capsules. So just something to consider. But this would be the third one you'd want to do after these first two here, right? So this is going to really aim to enhance your kidney filtration and detoxification system processes. Systems processes. All right. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to say on this. Something to note when it comes to this kidney cleanse, really just for all cleanses, to be honest, but definitely for the kidney cleanse, because it is a filtering system and detoxification channel, you'll want to drink a lot of water to help support that during this cleanse, and really cut back on the sodium as well. That's going to really help aid your cleanse and your body to remove all these excess toxins without loading them with more as you're doing this, right? Through diet, lifestyle habits. But we can talk more about that at the end. And people have experienced feeling rejuvenated, improved urinary health again. You know, if that's something you've struggled with or been challenged by, that is going to be a great option for you to look into this quick kidney cleanse or even the full kidney cleanse. Okay. Let's move on to the quick liver cleanse now. All right. So this is actually going to be the quick liver, it doesn't say, but quick liver and gallbladder cleanse. Make sure I have everything tagged here. Okay, perfect. And this is going to promote your liver and gallbladder health through, again, a natural detoxification. And this is, again, going to include all of the ingredients from the original cleanse, which is quite extensive. You will see if you take a look at the full cleanse that I have linked in the live stream. But this has a combination of herbs that are known to support liver function and bile flow. So some of those include milk thistle seed powder, skullcap herb powder, marshmallow root powder again. We have the gravel root powder, mullein leaf powder, licorice root powder, white oak bark powder, yam root powder. I've actually never heard of that before this, and the walnut hull powder, and more. So we have once again another cleanse that is gonna just be a more concise version of the full extensive protocol, and this is going to be let me make sure, this is also going to be 13 days. Okay, so just note that the para cleanse is the only one that is the longest, the 18-day, but all the remainder ones are 13 days. So this is going to provide vitamins and minerals essential for liver health and gallbladder health, and for those aiming to support liver detoxification and their gallbladder function. So this will help support liver detox pathways, as well as your gallbladder health. And what you'll want to do is take these capsules on an empty stomach as well, at least 13 minutes before a meal. That first day, again, will be 1 capsule 3 times a day. And then the remainder of the cleanse, which would be, days 2 to 13, 3 capsules 3 times a day. So for the greatest benefits, you'll want to perform a liver and gallbladder flush after completing the 13-day liver cleanse. So if you haven't seen that full deep dive on that cleanse, let me just tag it real quick so we're on the same page, you know what I'm talking about here. If you haven't seen the full protocol of the liver health one, I just did it recently, so definitely recommend doing that after completing the 13-day liver cleanse, which is a 2-day flush. Okay, so and you will get the protocol for that too, which is tells you exactly what to expect and what to do, time by time, time frame, like time by time stamp, I should say, for those 2 days during that flush. So that is recommended, and that way you can get the best benefits from this if you do that flush after. And, after your initial cleanse, consider doing that seasonal liver cleanse, like the full extensive cleanse. So basically, I'll just repeat that so it's clear. You can do this full 13-day cleanse and then do the 2-day flush, because that original cleanse comes with the tea as well, like a different tea that you'll brew and do, whereas this one doesn't. Great. So that is something that is a bit different about this one. And this is just going to be, all 4 of these are essentially going to be cleanses that could be taken more conveniently, of course. So just a ready-made blend of these natural ingredients from those original protocols, which makes it so amazing, especially in this day and age when we're so always on the go doing multiple things at once. I'm always striving to simplify and cut back that habit. But this way, you can stay healthy and not fall off, because I actually did 3 cleanses recently of Dr. Clark's, the full ones. And it's a lot, because it does require, shifting your lifestyle, shifting some dietary habits, drinking more water, paying attention to managing your stress, and this, not that those things shouldn't be done with these cleanses, these quick cleanses, but they just require, they're just like less maintenance. They're less demanding in that way. They're designed to come with you when you travel. Each one is 1 bottle, versus the original cleanses come with all sorts of stuff, sometimes packages, tea to brew, tinctures, oils, all kinds of stuff, right? Whereas these are designed to be very, very convenient. So let's see. Let's kind of go over this again in a very succinct, like summary style way, so I can quickly cover each of these for those who are jumping midstream. Welcome, welcome. For those of you jumping live stream. Okay, so again, let's see how I could best, let's go back to the beginning here and display these. So I'm going to be kind of going over the brief differences, like as a summary again. With the Digestive Aid protocol, this will target digestive efficiency and comfort. So that's this one. That one I have tagged right now. And then we also have second, after finishing that 13-day quick cleanse, you ideally want to do this quick para cleanse, which is great because it focuses on supporting the body's defense against those unwanted organisms like parasites, protozoa, and etc., all those life stages of those parasites. And it'll help support your intestinal gut, balancing out the gut flora with all these amazing ingredients in here. So this is actually going to be 18 days. Now, if you don't, like I will mention again with this one, if you don't like taking a lot of capsules at once, it might not necessarily be the best option for you. You might want to opt in for that normal parasite cleanse, which as you will see, will be tagged in this live stream, or is tagged in this live stream currently. So that's just gonna, I know I tagged it in here too. Oh yeah, one thing to note is if you're watching on our website, I have the Para Cleanse and Maintenance Program vegetarian version tag on there because we have some ingredients that are out of stock with our original Para Cleanse. So this one looks like it's okay still. So I have just that, but just something to note. I think we might be on back order for the original Pure Cleanse right now. So, all right, where was I? Yeah, so then we have the kidney, quick kidney cleanse. All right, so it just basically, that one's kind of still fresh in the memory here, right? Follow us. We just want to kind of focus on enhancing our kidney filtration with this one and the detoxification, making everything optimal there, as well as in our liver and gallbladder, ideally combined with the liver flush, as I mentioned. This is going to support liver detox pathways and overall gallbladder health. So the duration of commitment, all of these are going to be 13 days. Most of them take in three capsules 3 times a day, 13 minutes before a meal, with the exception of that Digestive Aid one, where you'll take that with a meal. And then, so all three, with the exception, of the quick para cleanse, which is 18 days. All three of these are going to be the 13 days. And actually, I didn't even mention this before. Let me just remind you, the original Digestive Aid cleanse is 17 days. This one's only 13. The original para cleanse is actually 18 days, and this is 18 days too as well. And then the quick kidney cleanse, this is 13 days, but the original cleanse is actually 3 weeks. And then our quick liver cleanse is also 13 days, but I'm sorry, that might have been on. Yeah. This is going to be actually, I believe, how long was that liver and gallbladder cleanse? 2 weeks, 3 weeks as well, 2 to 3 weeks. Blanking on it now, because I just did that recently, actually, so I should know this. Let me look that up so I don't tell you something wrong. Liver health cleanse is how long here? The original one is Okay, so for best results, drink the liver support tea for 1 to 2 weeks prior to completing the 2-day flush. Yeah, so that you're looking at a 2 to 3 week cleanse for that original liver gallbladder flush. And now we are looking at just 13 days for this quick cleanse for the liver and gallbladder one. So again, this is going to be suitable. Any of these are going to be suitable for those seeking a focused approach to internal balance in a way that just is going to work and integrate more with their own unique schedule. A lot of these are structured to just be as simple as possible, where you can remember what you're taking each day, as it doesn't change much, with the exception of the para cleanse one changes. That's the one that kind of you have to follow most closely, but really it's not too bad if taking a bunch of those capsules at once doesn't bother you. And it's just going to be a lot easier to take these with you to work, to school, travel, etc. Throw it in your bag, throw it in your purse, kind of thing. A lot of these protocols, the full protocols, as you can see, they have a lot of these things that need to be made, brewed, refrigerated, stored, things like that, sorted. So this is why Dr. Hulda created a convenient version of each of these so that everyone could benefit from these cleanses in one way or another. And eventually, it's ideal to do the full protocols of each of these. It definitely is ideal. But in this modern day and age, it's not always practical. It's not always realistic, right? Make sure everything is in the frame here. So as I was saying, the Digestive Aid protocol is going to be ideal for individuals needing a short-term digestive boost. Really, it's going to be ideal if you have the full protocol, if you're experiencing chronic issues there. And then the quick kidney and the liver gallbladder cleanses, these two are going to be great for those that can support organ health, but without those extensive time commitments. Because like I said, these are pretty long in length when it comes to the time commitment. And I myself, I haven't done the liver cleanse, but I did do the kidney cleanse recently. And you have to brew the tea. You have to sterilize the tea every 3 days by boiling it. You have to. You have to get a few extra ingredients and things for the liver cleanse as well. And there's just a lot of more attention to detail with the extensive protocols that maybe one who isn't used to cleansing might have the capacity for yet. And number two, maybe not even the time or availability. So for me, I'm someone who would really actually, I know like next time I do my cleanses, they're going to be the quick versions because I actually did all 3 cleanses of the Digestive Aid. I did the Parasite and the kidney cleanse all at the same time with their 3-in-1 intensive kit because I wanted to just like rip off the Band-Aid, do it all at once. But I'm not someone who has been a seasoned cleanser for a while or at all, really. So I don't know if it would be something I'd do again. I'd want to maybe do one cleanse at a time to really maximize my focus on one at a time, but that's just me. Or do something like this where I can really integrate it more with my day in a way that makes sense for me because things can change at the drop of the hat, as with anything in life. So it's nice to have these convenient versions. But you always want to follow the recommended dosage of what is on here, unless, of course, you get your own specific, I should say, protocol that is tailored to your unique circumstances, right? Whether you're on medication, whether you need to kind of take a step back from any medications you're currently on to do something like any one of these protocols, or maybe a different dosage, depending on what your healthcare provider recommends, etc. So overall, it's going to be really ideal for all of these to follow a balanced diet, right? So ideally one that's going to encourage the body's natural defenses. So high in fiber, right? High in antioxidants. A lot of these are going to be pretty common sense think of those non-starchy vegetables, green veggies, right? So you want to avoid anything that is highly processed, sugar, high refined carbohydrates, um, you know, really calorie dense foods, processed foods, fast foods, alcohol, soft drinks, things like that. And, what's going to be great is to drink as much water as you can and incorporate those fiber rich foods. You want to really ensure adequate water intake to support just that elimination, detoxification processes, especially when it comes to hair cleanse and kidney cleanses. Really all of them, let's just be honest. Avoid the alcohol and fatty foods during the cleanse to reduce liver strain, especially for the liver and the gallbladder cleanse. And really in general is going to be ideal for each one of these to avoid the substances like that. So some customer experiences of each of these with the Parasite. Some users have reported feeling more balanced, experience feeling overall a well-being that is different than the experience before taking this. So just make sure that's tagged there. And same with the Digestive Aid protocol, customers note reduced bloating, enhanced digestive comfort, reporting better energy levels. And then with the kidney cleanse, feedback includes feelings of rejuvenation, improved urinary health. Again, that's coming up a lot. So if that's one that you've struggled with, that is going to be the kidney cleanse for you, whether it be the quick one or the full protocol. And let's answer some common questions. Oh, real quick. Quick liver and gallbladder cleanse testimonials mention increased energy levels and a sense of internal cleanliness. That's really a note too that I really experienced for myself, individual as a person who just did these cleanse, completed them last month. you feel an overall internal sense of like cleanliness of it. I don't know if that's like a psychological placebo effect or what, but you feel lighter, you feel more energized, you just feel good. Also knowing that you're doing good for your body. So that is just something to note too. So let's go back to tagging these. Let's just make sure. I'm just going to, as I address these questions, have the quick digestive aid cleanse tagged, displayed. These aren't going to be necessarily answering questions referring to that specific one, but I will be answering these kind of quickly, so it'll be kind of hard to like make sure I tag, but I will do my best actually to tag them as I repeat, as I reiterate questions that are related to specific products. All right, so I have a question here. Can these products be taken simultaneously, so all at the same time? Great question. While each product, the Parasite, Quick Digestive Aid, all of these today are designed to support specific aspects of your body's health, it's essential to approach combining them with caution because we often recommend you start with the Digestive Aid cleanse before proceeding to other cleanses, or you can actually do the digestive and the para cleanse at the same time. This ensures that your body can handle each cleanse effectively without undue stress, especially if you're new to cleansing. You don't want to overwhelm your body at first. So it is advisable to start doing these separately if, allowing time between each to monitor your body's response, especially if you're new to cleansing. And like I said, throughout this stream, to consult with a healthcare professional before starting multiple supplements or cleanses simultaneously. That'll ensure safety, that'll ensure efficiency too of each of these cleanses. That'll allow you to really track how you feel, monitor your body's responses as well. Okay, but obviously I have gone over in past live streams to doing some cleanses together at the same time. So there are benefits to certain cleanses being combined. Usually these cleanses are compared with the pure cleanse, like the full one. But when it comes to combining the quick cleanses, you're better off just doing them one after the other here versus all at the same time. Okay, hopefully that answers that clearly. So are there any dietary restrictions while using these supplements? This is a great question. So there are dietary considerations, I'll say, that can enhance the effectiveness of these protocols. But I also want to mention before I get into that these are obviously more designed to be convenient and they're not going to be as demanding as the original protocols when it comes to that aspect. But let's talk about the Parasite and Quick Digestive Aid protocols. So adopting a clean, whole foods-based diet rich in fiber can support the body's natural cleansing processes. So, reducing intake of processed foods, sugars, and artificial additives is going to really help with your digestive system when it comes to these two cleanses and your overall gut health. Then, for the other two cleanses, the quick kidney cleanses and the liver cleanse. So staying hydrated is actually going to be most crucial for these cleanses, and consuming, limited amount of caffeine, alcohol, sodium. That's really going to help. So that way those organs are going to be overwhelmed and overworking during this time because those are really hard on those organs. Things like the caffeine, the alcohol, and the salt. And I would especially say those things are really tough to give up. So just mentally prepare yourself when it comes to those things because I'm a person who drinks caffeine in the morning as like a daily ritual in a sense. I don't really drink any alcohol per se, but I do love my salt. So just note that it's going to require limiting those things when you're doing these two cleanses for your liver and kidney cleanses. So specific dietary guidelines obviously may vary just based on your individual health condition and the particular protocol too. Obviously, as I mentioned, these are more emphasis on hydration, more emphasis on high fiber foods here for these, right? Kind of goes without saying, high fiber foods help with digestion, whereas, more fluids are going to really help with those elimination, infiltration, detoxification organs. Um, all right, let's see now. All right, here's another good question. How often should one repeat these protocols? Really great question here. The frequency really depends on individual health goals and your starting point to of your health condition, of what you're struggling with, what you're challenged by, if it's minor or major right now in the current present, or maybe seasonally, you notice you're affected more than other seasons. See, that didn't really make sense, but I hope that made sense enough. Different seasons you'll be affected by more intensely than others. So some individuals may benefit from periodic cleanses with the Parasite and Quick Digestive Aid one, such as quarterly or biannually could be great, especially if you are experiencing recurring digestive issues, or maybe you travel seasonally, or could be seasonally for the holidays, after the holidays, things like that. And then as for the quick kidney clean and liver cleanses, these may be repeated a few times a year, to support ongoing detoxification, particularly if you're exposed to environmental toxins a lot, or you have dietary habits that might burden these organs. You just really have to be honest with yourself in this regard. I would say just to know that that is something you'd have to alter if you're going to do this cleanse. But something you might also need if that's a common lifestyle habit, these cleanses for those organs. It's really just essential at the end of the day to listen to your body and consult with your healthcare professional too to determine the appropriate frequency for repeating any cleanser protocol here or in the future that we talk about, even for the extensive ones. We always recommend you follow the instructions that are given. Of course, especially if you are in relatively good health and maybe don't have any pre-existing conditions, but we never give any medical advice. All of these streams are for educational purposes only. So just wanted to say that as well as a disclaimer. So always invite you guys who are watching live to pop in a question. If I can't answer it for you live, always bring it back to the team to answer it for you, one-on-one individually, whether we reach out through contact you through email. Sometimes it's on social media DMs, like we've done on TikTok, or sometimes we just address it in a future live as well. So that can be really helpful for other viewers. So never hesitate to check that out. Our little chat box, send us a message. But there's also something else if you're a little shy or you're still kind of unsure of what to ask. We always have available to you 24 hours a day our Dr. Hulda Clark trained AI chat system on our website, which is so helpful because you can write what questions you have, and that AI tech support chat is trained based on the teachings of Dr. Hulda Clark herself. So it will answer your questions based on what she would recommend. Really, really cool stuff, or kind of just based on the information that she has offered within her books throughout her lifetime. So, okay. So just briefly, we'll summarize who these cleanses would be best for, and then I will close out our discussion today. So let's start at the top again with our digestive aid. So this is going to be best for those experiencing mild digestive issues or individuals seeking basically occasional discomfort in their digestive system. Okay. This provides a condensed digestive cleanse of Dr. Hulda Clark's protocol enhancing nutrient absorption and alleviating occasional digestive discomfort. It lasts 13 days. and followed by our hair cleanse. So the hair cleanse is going to be best for individuals seeking to maintain a healthy digestive system and looking to support their body's natural cleansing processes when it comes to those unwanted organisms and parasites of all life stages. And then, again, this is a very last brief overview of each of these. We have our kidney cleanse. This is going to be great for individuals who are wanting to support their kidneys' detoxification and filtration processes, especially those exposed to environmental toxins a lot or struggle with anything related to urinary tract infections or kidney stones, etc. This will support natural kidney function and aid in that detoxification, healthy, optimally promoting urinary tract health and kidney health. And then lastly, we have our liver and gallbladder cleanse. Let me just tag it real quick, make sure it's featured here. This is going to be for those seeking to enhance liver function, of course, and support overall digestive health as well. So particularly individuals with dietary habits that might burden the liver, just being real here. If you're someone who likes to go out and partake a lot, or you eat a diet high in sodium, this is going to be ideal for you. This is going to help promote liver and gallbladder health, aiding in digestion, metabolism as well, and the natural detoxification of both the liver and the gallbladder. So supporting, I just want to say, the body's natural detoxification process is vital because you want to maintain overall health and well-being as a lifestyle, not just a one and done thing, because it can't work that way, unfortunately. We're always continually exposed to various things from our environment, toxins as well, through diet, lifestyle factors, even products we use. So this is a great way to target these different organs, liver, kidneys, digestive system efficiently and eliminate these toxins, get things working smoothly, optimally. You might not even know how good you can possibly feel right now. You might think you're optimized, you're at your best. You might think you have the most energy you could have day to day, but you might not even know what is still underlying or still lying under the surface of the potential there with your energy levels until you do one of these protocols for your health and your organs and your overall systems. So this will contribute to improved energy levels, better digestion, of course, strengthened immune system, huge, especially during the season changes. And prioritizing detoxification is a proactive approach to sustaining long-term health, especially during the ebbs and flows of life, the seasons of travel, of when you're out of routine, weather changes, all these things, right? So consistency is key. Set daily reminders if you have to, since a lot of these have to be taken 13 minutes before your meal or with a meal. That's the only one, the Digestive Aid. But a lot of times we can forget 13 minutes is very specific. So that's going to really help you throughout these cleanses because 13 days, 13 to 18 days, I should say, is still a long time to keep up with a protocol, a cleanse, despite it being a simpler one. You want to incorporate whole foods, plenty of water, avoid processed items. That's going to really enhance the effectiveness of all these cleanses. And pay attention to your body, listen to it. Listen and pay attention to how you feel during each of these protocols, adjust as necessary. Consult your doctor if necessary with any concerns throughout. It's also going to really help to maintain a regular active lifestyle throughout these. This will support overall detoxification and organ health. It just helps the body keep things moving along. So that is essentially everything today. I want to note again that you can check out the replay of this if you kind of came in a little bit later, or maybe you want to tune back in to follow this at your own pace and check out the products. Check out as well the full protocols that I included in the stream but didn't really elaborate on today because the last 2 weeks, I went over the full protocols for each of these. So I wanted to cover the quick, convenient versions for those of you who are busy on the go, or always have your routine changing, but you still want to be able to have your health in working order, of course, and working to its best ability. Because of course, why not? We want to feel our best. We want to be our best, and that includes energy, immune system, and everything else in between. So thank you guys so much for watching our live stream today, and I will be back with you next week for another one. I think what we'll be going over is a new cleanse, a probiotics one, which I actually have it right here. I just don't have it tagged today. Probiotics, daily wide spectrum probiotics. So we'll go over this one next week, and stay tuned for that. So far, same time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on both Amazon Live. Follow us on Dr. Clark on Amazon to catch our live streams. And you can also go to our website, Dr. Clark Store, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that way you can catch us there too. Always check out our replays as well. And we'll be going over so much in the future, and we have in the past. So check out all of our replays from the past as well. Okay, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.